Hi everybody, welcome back to my little YouTube channel. The last video I did was about autism and special interests, and this is still my special interest, but it continues on in the area of preparedness. And this interest, after I got into looking into gas masks and stuff like that, I got into looking into how I could protect myself if there was a fire. That is simply because a lot of autistic people, we tend to overthink things and over worry about things. And so one of the things that I was particularly worried about, still am, is if my house catches on fire, what can I do in that scenario? And so I ended up Googling and looking and buying loads of stuff. I came up with an action plan to the point where I even wrote it up on my computer, and I printed it out and laminated it, and I stuck it up on my walls, although I've taken it down because when people come into my house they look at it and think I'm a right weirdo. But I do have a fire action plan. And so another area, because I'm such a nerd, I'm like a proper nerd, another special interest is preparing for in the event of an emergency. There could be a fire or whatever in my house, and so I'm going to show you guys a few of the things that I've got that could help me in that eventuality, in that case, if that ever potentially happens. So some of the things that I've got are this. I'm hoping it doesn't fall on me because I've created a mound here of stuff. I've got so many things like this, like fire blankets. I have so many of these. I've got so many that I actually can't count how many fire blankets I've actually got. It's really heavy, this. I have them everywhere. I have them in my kitchen, I have them upstairs in my bedrooms, I have them downstairs in my toilet. I have fire blankets everywhere, absolutely everywhere. I've even got another one here. Really, really good for if I don't make chips, but if your chip pan set on fire and stuff like that, really good. My thought was if there was ever a house fire, I could put these over my cat carrier, and then it would protect my animals, because I think about things and then I overthink about things and then I overthink about things some more, and then things get a little bit out of hand that I start panicking. So I've got so many fire blankets and I've got them everywhere in my house. I also went to the extreme that I actually thought, what happens if there's a fire and I wake up at night time and I can't get out because there's fumes and I can't breathe. So I ended up I was Googling on eBay and Amazon, whatever, and I ended up buying a fire escape hood. Now I can't open this because it's sealed, but I do know, I have looked into it, I do know what to do with this, and it's actually, this fire escape hood will give you up to round about 60 minutes of breathable air in which you can escape from a potential fire. How effective it's going to be, I'm not entirely sure, but nevertheless I bought it anyway. Yeah, provides 60 minutes of filtered air which helps you remain conscious in order to look for an exit, filters out carbon monoxide, hydrogen cyanide and other toxic gases, pocket sized in a sealed vacuum bag, which is why I'm not opening it, and a hard case box. I'm not sure if you can get these now. I bought this years ago, but I bought it and I keep this in my bedroom at all times just in case there's a fire, because I worry about those things. I've got so many of these, so many, because I was so worried that there might be a fire, that I've got them in every single bedroom. Yes, I have, every bedroom upstairs. These are so heavy. This is the... do you pronounce it kiddie? K-I-D-D-E escape ladders. They're so heavy. They are so unbelievably heavy. And don't know if you guys can see on there. Hopefully it won't go blurred. Sorry. These are actually, that's so heavy. So heavy. They are full-sized freaking, I can't get it out. It's too heavy. They're full-sized escape ladders. And yes, I do have these in every single bedroom, and yes, I have practiced with these, and yes, I have put them out of my window, and yes, I have gone arse first out my window, and my neighbours have seen me, and my neighbours do think I'm a right weirdo. I think they've seen me anyway. They might, hopefully they've not, but I have tried them with my dad. I was like, Dad, we need to, this might happen. What happens if there's a fire? I need to practice getting out of the house with my fire ladders. So that is exactly what we did. And so I have these in every bedroom upstairs. So I've got 3 upstairs bedrooms. So I've got 3 sets of these in each room, just in case I need to exit with my cats out of the top bedroom window. I also have lots of different types of ropes like this, all sorts of different types of ropes, in case I need to let my cats down the window with a wrapped in a fire resistant blanket. Not the cats, the cat carrier. Put the cats in the cat carrier and put a fire resistant blanket over the cat carrier, and then wrap rope around the cat carrier, and then lower the cat carrier down to the ground, and then I can get out using the kid ladders. On top of that, I have so many different fire extinguishers, which have actually been a lifesaver, because I'll tell you something that did happen a few years ago. Stupidly, I bought a second-hand washing machine off Facebook, and it ended up setting on fire. How it did, I don't know. It was smoking, and I ended up using one of my fire extinguishers to put it out, and the fire brigade came round to my house, and I was out at the front. My cats were safe. I made sure my cats were safe. I was out at the front of my house, and this fireman came out, and he said, "Oh my God," I thought he was going to say the damage is bad or whatever. He said, "Do you know what?" He said, "I've never seen anybody with the amount of fire extinguishers that you've got in your house." He said, "You're amazing." And he gave me this little certificate. I don't know where I put it, but that is a God's honest truth. I've got so many different fire extinguishers, loads of them, all over my house. And I have got one absolutely freaking huge one upstairs that's on my landing, just in case I need it. But I couldn't pick it up because it's too heavy to bring it downstairs to show you guys. But I've got loads of fire extinguishers. So yes, I do have autism. You know what? I think the purpose of this video is to tell people that, you know, when autistic people, we worry about things, or we think about certain scenarios that are going to happen, and often we don't just do things a little bit, un poquito. We overanalyze and overthink about everything. It's called rumination. Sometimes we can take things to the extreme, although I don't consider like being prepared for a fire to be taken to like the extreme, but we can do things to the extreme in comparison to non-autistic people. But I do love everything I've got. I will be buying more. If I could buy a full fireman, firewoman, fireperson suit, I would do. Anyway, I thought that would make you guys laugh. It's just a little bit added to my special interest. I love anything to do with preparedness, like any hazards, any problems that could happen. I like to prepare for them in advance so that hopefully I don't die. But other than that, do you guys have all these sort of things you should do, because it's really important to do, just in case in any serious eventuality a disaster might happen. It's good to be prepared. It's good to be prepared. Better to be prepared and not need it than to be in a situation that's dire and then you're not prepared. Do you know what I mean? What I'm trying to say? Anyway, hope that's made you guys laugh. And hopefully at some point I will show you my hazmat suits and all my military gear. But other than that, see you later. Yes, I am a weirdo. I am a weirdo.